I think most people, including myself, when we think about prison, we think about the physical place people go when they commit a crime. Maybe a cramped jail cell and a metal bunk for a bed. I don't think people view it on a deeper internal level. But when I read Second Chances, I came across illusions and self-prisons that people place themselves in, and sometimes they're not aware of this. And when life just crumbles, they figure out what's going on in their life, or they slowly see what they're doing and want to make a difference. And I was very compelled to figure out if I placed myself in any prisons. And my illusion was because my actions outwardly were good and weren't terrible, that I didn't have any bondage, but I figured out quickly that I did, because it was all eternal, and because what I was doing internally and the decisions I was making and the things that I was thinking affected me spiritual. It was all connected into one thing. For me, it was just negative thinking. I doubted myself. I didn't think I had great potential, and I just placed myself in limitations. I just created a boundary, and I was so scared to get outside of that because I was scared of failure. And that led me to doubt God and not put my full reliance upon Him, and it just affected me spiritually. And in order to overcome it, I really had to try to rethink everything that I thought. I had to become more positive, and that's easier said than done. I had to create a better prayer life and get in the Word more and just try to give God all of my trust and faith. And it's going to be a continual slow process. It's not something you could just turn around and fix all in one day. And because you don't see progress all in one day, I feel like a lot of people stop because they don't think it's working or it's worth it. But in the end, if you keep dealing with it, it's all going to go away eventually, and just you'll make it right. You just got to keep trying. And I've also come to an conclusion that accountability partner is the best way to go about things. I think you need someone that you could trust, that will encourage you and help you make better decisions, and someone that's going to evaluate what you're doing and be honest with you until you say, hey, that's not right, you probably should do this. And don't be afraid to reach out to someone, because I know a lot of people probably don't, because they don't want people in their business, or they feel like they're going to be judged. Once you get over that, I think you'll be glad that you reached out to someone. It could be someone like your family member, a preacher, it could be anybody. Just find someone who's going to have enough authority to tell you, hey, what you're doing is not right. Someone who's not going to let you stumble, but someone who's going to be there to pick you up when you do. And also, just continue to work at it and figure out what your illusions are in your prisons, and don't be scared to embrace them and view yourself in the mirror as you really are, not just as someone who's good, because we're all not perfect people, and we can overcome everything we have in our lives.